So I'm still a rookie on this pipe bender. I've only used it on a couple projects. I'm just trying to match the angles the best I can. During the pre-Christmas bomb cyclone the Midwest got this year, I put the heater on in the garage and let the kids roller skate to kill the time. If you don't have little kids, or never have, you wouldn't understand how stir crazy they get when you can't go anywhere. So plan A was to bolt the old and new pieces together. Plan B, if a bolt wouldn't fit, was to just weld them together, which is what I ended up doing later on. So this video was already getting long, so I took all the lathe footage of making this custom part and I'm going to put it into a separate video for next week. I cut the spring to reduce the force that is required to pull this pin back. In my opinion, it's way too much. explain this little piece later on when I have more time. I tore this thing apart, as you don't really know where you're going till you get there. I took the pieces down to the basement and played around with various ways to hook this up to the cable. Much more comfortable down there as it's warm. In retrospect, I probably shouldn't have done that, but I thought this was going to be harder than it really was. You'll see a couple spots in this video where I'm putzing around with angles and ergonomics. This thing needs to be comfortable, especially since both functions are on one hand. And as you see, in the end I ended up just welding it. The reason is, had I put the bolts through the holes I drilled, there's a little ring that the pipe slips through, and the bolts would not have allowed it to slide back and forth for the plow angle. So let me talk a little bit to this little magic piece. I drilled the stock hole out where the original attaching pin went through. This is a typical bike clamp bolt that once you tighten the nut, it clamps the cable against the metal that the bolt goes through. I cover how the tilt operation works later on in the video. more ergonomic putzing. This little piece I got from the bike shop, it's called a noodle, and allows the cable to move without putting any stress on the sheathing. That's what broke the original cable. So here's a before. When you go over a curb like this, the blade goes up so high the locking pin engages. It's really hard to plow that way. With the locking handle locked open, the pin can't fall in, so the blade floats along the ground no matter what angle you're at. This is real common on farm equipment. Yes, I know it's a dinky tractor. I can't believe MTD used a plastic handle, a cable half as thick as a bike cable, considering there's a lot more force, and this cheesy crimped on thing on the left with no metal on the sheath. It's just plastic that cracks under cold temperatures and force. I think my solution is more elegant, more durable, and frankly the way MTD should have built it to begin with. Here you can see the ergonomic angle of the handle that I changed. I thought this was more comfortable. I think they had it at this angle further away for people of any size. I put tape as to where the original handle locations were. You can see I kept the green location, that seemed like a good spot, but the blue location, which is the tilt, was in a really awkward angle for my wrist, so I moved it much lower. To me, this is way more comfortable. Opinions may vary, and so a design like this with these types of cable clamps allow you to move things around. Thanks for watching! Man, Amy, this is going to be my best video ever. You're still here? It's over. Go home.